Joe Gibbs is in big trouble after Kyle Busch's departure. Joe Gibbs is in big trouble after Kyle Busch decided to leave Joe Gibbs Racing. Busch will joining Richard Childress Racing next season in one of the largest free agent signings in NASCAR history. Busch's exit from JGR comes as he prepares to compete for the championship in 2022, while longtime sponsor M&M Mars has confirmed that it would not return to his car in 2023. So what will Joe Gibbs do? Want to find out? So stay tuned to NASCAR Zone and watch the video till the end. Kyle Busch is departing Joe Gibbs Racing after 15 seasons and 2 NASCAR Cup Series championships. The present driver for the number 18 Toyota team is in the contract year for his position, and over the summer, there was increasing speculation about his future, despite the lack of an official declaration. At long last, we have an official response. Busch will be joining Richard Childress Racing on a multi-year contract beginning in 2023. In addition to that, it has been since the 2007 season that he has driven a Chevrolet, so this will be his first time doing so. The news of Busch's departure was initially revealed by The Athletic on Saturday, and it was officially confirmed in an announcement made at the NASCAR Hall of Fame on Tuesday morning. Busch remarked that up until quite recently, this was one of the most closely guarded secrets.
I'm excited to announce that I'll be taking my talents to Welcome, North Carolina to drive the number 8 car for Richard Childress Racing starting in 2023. I'd like to introduce you to my new boss, Richard Childress. It is a big day. Yeah.
If you find our video interesting, then do subscribe to our channel. According to Busch, on a more serious side, this is certainly one of the biggest days of my life, my career, and I'm enthusiastic about my future. Busch went on to say that after considering his alternatives over the course of the past few months, one club, one owner emerged as the clear decision. The moment Busch sat down with him, he realized that his organization, his employees, and the culture around there have the capability to fight for championships from the very first day.
Every option I considered had a lot of its own advantages, and that's why it made it to be such a challenge. That's why it took a while, but at the end of the day, one team and one owner emerged as the clear choice. The second I sat down with him, I knew his company and his people and culture around there had the ability to compete for championships from day one.
And when he at long last revealed that he'll be driving for Richard Childress Racing, he did so in a manner reminiscent of how LeBron James handled it. He is thrilled to announce that he'll be moving my talents to Welcome, North Carolina, to race the number 8 car for Richard Childress Racing beginning in 2023. He is looking forward to the opportunity. Austin Dillon is presently driving the Chevrolet numbered 3, and Tyler Reddick is driving the Chevrolet numbered 8. Both cars are fielded by Richard Childress Racing. Reddick has previously agreed to race for 2311 Racing in 2024. Which did not sit well with his current team when they found out about the deal. The team mentioned that Reddick has a contract for the following season and would continue to compete for the organization even though Busch will drive the number 8 Chevrolet. Busch, who has 60 Cup wins and is tied for 9th on the all-time wins list with Kevin Harvick, and Joe Gibbs Racing have been attempting for months to come to an agreement on a new contract for the number 18 Toyota driver for the years 2023 and beyond. Busch currently holds the 9th spot on the all-time wins list. However, there have been significant obstacles, such as the high cost of Busch's salary, which NBC Sports estimated to be more than $10 million, and the necessity of finding approximately $20 million in new sponsorship after Mars, the parent company of M&M's, announced that 2022 will be its final season participating in NASCAR. Before we move further on the topic, just want to let you know, guys, that we are building a strong community where we give you every single update on NASCAR. So if you want to be part of this family, then do hit the subscribe button. Now let's get back to our topic. Busch stated that he will be honest and say that the past couple of months has been nothing but stressful. But what about Joe Gibbs now, after announcing his departure? Joe Gibbs, the owner of the team, and David Wilson, the president of Toyota Racing Development, both expressed their desire and continued efforts in July to re-sign Kyle Busch and keep him with both the team and the manufacturer. This was especially important given that Kyle Busch Motorsports His Truck Series team is a Toyota organization. It is currently unknown what the next steps will be for Busch and Kyle Busch Motorsports now that he has signed a sponsorship deal with Chevrolet. Busch said that an announcement will be made shortly. Wilson stated that Toyota has contingency preparations for the upcoming season this summer due to the fact that contract negotiations with Busch were in a horrible place right now. Ty Gibbs, the 19-year-old rising star who has been filling in at 2311 racing for injured Kurt Busch, who is Kyle Busch's older brother, could be a reasonable replacement, despite the fact that he did not specify what those plans are. The grandson of the team owner, Ty Gibbs, continues to see success in the second-tier Xfinity Series, and he has been driving for 2311 Racing. During Kyle Busch's announcement, he expressed his gratitude to Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, and Joe Gibbs himself, the owner of the team.
To Joe Gibbs and everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing, the Mars family, Norm Miller, you guys took a chance on a 15-year-old kid, I guess a kid 15 years ago, how about that, to let me drive your race car. And, you know, we hit the ground running and we haven't stopped since. We've won a lot of races, we've won some championships, and I'll always be grateful for that. More importantly, I'm thankful to Joe and for allowing me to be a kid and to grow into a man most days, most of the time. You were patient with me, and no one can take that away from me and take any of those memories that we made together. So, Coach, you had my back when we were there when I needed it the most, so I thank you.
Busch is the only active two-time Cup champion in NASCAR, and this is his 15th time in the playoffs. He and the other 15 playoff drivers are competing in a 10-race shootout for the title, which started 2 weekends ago when non-playoff drivers Eric Jones and Bubba Wallace won at Darlington Raceway and Kansas Speedway, respectively. The next race in the postseason will be held on Saturday night at Bristol Motor Speedway. Even while it became more and more apparent that Busch and Gibbs would part ways as the season progressed without any deal being announced, the fact that they actually did so is still a shocking occurrence and undoubtedly marks the end of an era in NASCAR. And it's likely going to take some time for fans to get acclimated to the fact that Busch will be driving a Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. What do you think about who will take Busch's place at JGR? What happens with Reddick? Let me know in the comments below. If you find our video interesting, then do subscribe to our channel. JGR, on the other hand, is likely going to replace Busch with Ty Gibbs, who is the grandson of Joe Gibbs, the team owner. Ty Gibbs made his debut in the Cup Series earlier this season as an injury replacement for Kurt Busch. In 5 of his 7 Cup outings as Busch's substitute, Gibbs has finished in the top 20 of the standings. When compared to Busch, Ty Gibbs is a far more affordable option, which means he has the potential to entice sponsors who won't need to spend as much money to cover Busch's contract. Busch has earned the right to command a pay that is comparable to that of the best drivers in NASCAR. And because JGR had an inexpensive in-house option, they had some flexibility to work with. Busch has won the Cup Series on 2 separate occasions. The future of Reddick is similarly unknown at this time. If RCR decides to field 3 cars in the upcoming season, he has the option of continuing his time with the team for the remainder of his current contract or looking for a new ride for the 2023 season. Although the status of Kurt Busch's comeback to the Cup Series is currently unknown, 2311 Racing currently fields 2 cars for Bubba Wallace and Kurt Busch. After suffering a concussion in July at Pocono, he has not said when he will return to competition. There is also a lot of uncertainty around the future of Kyle Busch Motorsports. Since 2010, Busch has been the owner and operator of a very successful Truck Series team that is sponsored by Toyota. His trucks have won 98 races out of a total of 764 starts. That alliance with Toyota will end if KBM switches to Chevy, and any prospective changes to KBM could radically transform NASCAR's number 3 series. That's all for today. Hope you all liked our video. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our incredible videos. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.